Hello, how are you all doing today? My name is Charlie. I'm a non-binary sci-fi fantasy writer, and I'm actually working on a podcast today, but it's fine. I am also not alone. I am joined by the beginning of a prolific streak, Cat Leo. May the power of Maggie's words be with you. And the phenomenal, just the look on her face, this is great. And the phenomenal, the amazing, the please don't embarrass me like that, Megan McCarthy.
Hello.
Oh my god.
But we should always wish Maggie's productivity upon each other. Like that would just be like, amazing. Can you imagine being able to produce that much work?
Could you imagine if all of us were that prolific? Like
we'd take over the world.
We'd take over the entire book industry in one go.
Oh.
It would be amazing.
I need a special he's home alarm. Brian is home. I repeat, the Brian is home. He did not text me to let me know that he had left the restaurant. So I had no warning. And the dog is very, very confused and is standing at the door right now going, wait, what? What? Like, I don't want to drop my laptop, and I've been dropping everything today. Or I'd pick it up and turn it around and show her to you. But if her tail moves any faster, I will have to, because she will literally be flying. So it's going back and forth so fast. I don't think it's doing a full helicopter spin, but it kind of looks like it's doing a full helicopter spin. I think it's just going back and forth so fast that the blur is hard to tell where it starts and where it stops. She's very excited. She's so very, very excited. So hello, CB. How are you doing? Hello, Cool Gamer. How are you doing today? And hello, Carrie from work. I feel it's the mood and energy for which that was sent. So I forgot to do this Wednesday, even though I actually did do a card pull for the stream, but I forgot to share it because my life is complete and utter chaos right now, and will hopefully, maybe by Tuesday be better. Hopefully by Tuesday will be better. But I did do a card pull for us today.
Ooh.
So our card is the 9 of the Path of Creativity, the Power of Balance, which I think came out really, really pretty.
Gorgeous.
Like I'm so excited about these cards. And this card reminds us that creativity is a very powerful energy that flows through us, and that we need to find our balance on it to ride it, or it can either turn against us or depart from us if we get thrown off, and we'll have to chase after it and grab back on to get to riding again. So that is our reminder for the day. What is that mischievous look on your face? What have you done? What do you have behind your back? What have you done? Oh no, he walked in with something behind his back.
Excellent choice. Would you prefer bottle
you brought me some
or liquid death this evening?
You brought me a can of liquid death.
Yes, for your occupational inducement.
Okay, I'm gonna go full screen. Okay, so behold liquid death. This is literally, it's water. It's just spring water. It will murder your thirst.
It says on the side.
Yeah, it's
death
just
to all plastic also.
Death to all plastic. It's literally water. It's canned water, but it's called liquid death. How do you not carry liquid death? How do you not get this? How do you not get this?
So now, table side, somebody orders a water. We can, instead of just going, would you prefer bottled sparkling or tap? We can go, would you prefer bottled sparkling tap or liquid death?
Liquid death. Murder your thirst.
What?
Oh my goodness. Put this in the fridge because I need to finish. I have measured out an amount of water that I need to have, but I will probably actually get into that to see what it actually, the quality of the water. I'm very curious if it tastes like death. Like, am I going to open it and be like, oh, crappy bog water, or
it's actually pretty good water.
Hopefully it is wonderful and yummy. Yes, I made tea, but I'm not allowed to have my tea until I finish this water. That's why it's in there. Yes. Can you wait a minute? We'll get us into a sprint, and then we can have all the conversation that you want. Okay. I'm sure they're fascinated by our internal home schedule, but not everybody's into dropping those eaves. Let's see. CB says my in-person writing group at the library starts again on Wednesday. Can't wait. That's exciting. Your mom's dog does the helicopter shelter. Yeah, it is so funny. She has been in a state of shock ever since I opened the house up because it was supposed to be in the 80s today, and then the forecast changed, and I didn't figure it out until I went to let her out before the stream. And I opened the door, and cool air came in, and I'm like, why is it cooler outside than it is in my air-conditioned home? This makes no sense. It's the winter time of the year where the weather is just a random number generator. Bam! You never know what you're going to get. So she's been very, very confused because she's just like, but you said I couldn't open the window. But you did. What? Am I allowed to be over here? Like, she just keeps looking at me like, is this a trap? No, sweetie, it is not a trap. Well, it might be a trap. I don't know. What? You invented another new word, and I don't like it. Aquatational is not a word. Aquatational inducement. I don't even know what that would mean. Is that how Namor is going to start his war with Wakanda in Wakanda Forever through his aquatational in? That's liquid death. Oh, that's liquid death. Okay. My day just got more chaotic and interesting. How about yours?
I finished draft 1.
Woo!
Yay! Oh, this is where I really need to have all those animations set up so I could click it and like confetti could drop.
That would be great.
Oh, you mean like how I have the writer achievement thing in StreamYard?
Okay. Canva have announced they're going to let us start making transparent videos.
Ooh.
At their big product announcement, that if you've opened Canva, they're like, "Have you checked out our announcement?" And I finally went, "Fine. What did you announce?" And I watched it, and they're like, "Transparent videos." I'm like, "Ah! Okay, I am excited."
Also, I found out Canva has a meme generator thing where you can like make memes.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you let me figure out what to type. It's like Canva meme maker. Let's see if that works. It has a free meme generator / online meme maker.
Brian and I kind of grew up and met in Maryland. So yeah, we lived there for quite some time, and yeah. I remember that. But yeah, very, very excited. Yeah, I'm very excited about some of the things that they announced for it, but they're big, like, oh, and also transparent video is coming to Canva, and I'm just like, finally, because I will be so excited when we can actually start making those, because like there's already some that I know that I want, like, Naked Viking time for the Valheim stream, or like Brian gonna kill somebody. Like there are certain like videos that should be able to just get splashed on the screen, because yes, we know we need them. Or oops, Brian just killed somebody. We're gonna need another Tom. Because we definitely need
dust.
Actually, we need 2 of those. I guess we're going to need another Tom, and I guess we're going to need another Charlie, because he has sacrificed one of us to the plains. No one should ever trust you in a video game, sweetie. I love you, but no.
I learned my lesson.
Everybody has learned. The doctor lies.
So random and off topic. My Hosier tweeted about my favorite author, and they put out a new song today. It's called Swan Upon Leda, in case anyone is interested in listening to it. It's very good. I enjoyed it. I listened to it. And I just like that somehow my favorite feminist author got retweeted, like got mentioned by Hosier of all people. So random. Like, I love it.
First of all, you're muttering silently just below microphone pickup, and I know you're doing this on purpose because you studied how to do that. Your name is not random. Megan was not addressing you by name. Your name is also not off topic. No, your name is not random and off topic. That is not your name. Oh, this is going to be a
Also,
fun.
not actually your calling card.
Imminent painful death, I think, is your calling card. Alrighty.
Oh, no ducks.
It's Halloween season. I wanted to do the monsters.
There's the devil that's close to being death.
Well,
And there's a vampire.
I can
who
spin it
makes
again,
that.
but I'm not spinning for multiples, so pick the one thing you want in there. I got us a Frankie, I got us a gargoyle, and I got us a witch.
You also have a ghost.
It's extra, it just happened to be there.
There is a vampire. So, I'll take it.
Alrighty. I wish you could pick them. Like, come on, I've got a paid
Well,
account with you. I've got a paid account. Let me pick. Let me choose who's in there.
Make an option for that.
Yes, make an option for that. Anywho, alrighty. So I'm going to be working on editing the audio. Well, in theory, I'm going to be working on editing the audio for the next episode of the podcast, which will be about the nature of adaptation, because I have issues, y'all, and I just couldn't not say things. I did refrain from saying the New Yorker's name at all, so I'm very happy with myself. I'm very pleased. I mean, I said it now, but nobody will know when they listen to the podcast that I'm specifically calling out one. Well, actually, two. It took two people to write that bad article.
Oh, man.
Where they admitted that they didn't watch the thing, but complained about it anyway.
I hate when book reviewers don't actually.
Oh, yeah.
read the book
They,
and you're like, I read the book. I can tell you're lying that you read this.
They specifically say that they skipped certain episodes and then complained that the show didn't make sense, where they skipped the episodes that explained the things that were going on that they were confused about. Like, that's on you. Your job is either to watch the show or not to watch the show, not to pretend you watch the show and complain about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Who paid for that article?
Yeah.
When it takes two to tango poorly.
Yes. Or like neither one of them apparently watched it, and just they've done this twice now to two different things. And
Don't do that.
if you want to read just a classic of the worst film criticism ever, look up the New Yorker's review of Marvel's Eternals, where they're either so dumb they don't know that stories can be told out of chronological order, or they're willfully forgetting that not all stories are told in chronological order and are very confused.
I literally read a book that was so mixed up that we almost couldn't understand it because of how out of order it was.
They're so confused by the flashbacks that they literally complain that why don't they know what their future them knows when they time travel to the past? Because they have either are so dumb they don't know what a flashback is, or have willfully chosen to pretend they don't know what a flashback is.
Wow.
Oh, it is like they got paid to write this, y'all. Like somebody paid them. And it's the New Yorker, so probably a decent pay for a magazine. Yeah. I had feels. I have a lot of feels that have been building up for a while.
Can they pay me and I'll actually do the thing?
Yeah, I'll actually watch the thing. It'll be fine.
Even if I don't enjoy it, I'll actually do it.
I completely understand that. I'm not saying people have to like it or hate it. I personally liked it, but there's a big difference between liking or hating a thing and then not watching a thing and then complaining about it and pretending like you watched it. Calling what you're doing a review when you did not watch it.
It's not a review.
It's not a review. You're not reviewing the thing that
like you can complain about something that you haven't seen because you don't want to see it. That's fine. I'm not gonna say that you can't do that. Free world, but don't pretend that you saw the thing. Like, Dishonesty is bad. Dishonesty is bad. Anywho, let's get on with the race. I'm picking the ghost because, of course, if you have ghost, you have everything.
Purple. Of
I was waiting
course.
for it. I was waiting for it. And all righty, let's go ahead and get started on this sprint in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
The werewolf.
The werewolf. The wolf of where? So,
Werewolf?
I got stuck. Okay.
I did not get nearly as much done that sprint as I wanted to because distracto-man. So we talked about our day, we talked about our stress, we talked about our anxiety. He put on his headphones and bopped off to do things on the deck. So, but I still didn't really get anything done because that was most of the sprint. But yeah, hopefully going forward, I take that back. I did get the first segment for the podcast done, but it's like a 35-second teaser, so it's not like a lot of audio editing had to happen there. So, but yeah. How did everybody else do?
I did nothing.
Was
Yeah,
it
I did
glorious?
about the same. I was on Twitter. I posted one of my tweets, and then I scrolled through the endless scroll of tweets.
Hello, Eva, and wow. Where was it? Wow, you used your 100 episodes for the day. I am
Wow.
curious. I've been asked by a couple people something that I cannot find an answer to, whether or not these count as having opened them and they will still be available after the promotion period or not.
Let me double check my email.
I didn't see it specifically laid out in the email, at least in the one that I got, but I only got my email notice
Today?
today.
I have
I got
mine today.
Yeah. Because they're good at it. What
Informing
they
us.
do at their core business.
Let me click the Learn More button. Learn More literally just opened this up
Yeah.
to Villa.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that said. I'm kind of curious. And yes, congrats on
For
finishing
us,
season
they
2.
won't show up as unlocked because no tokens were used. But will they show up as unlocked for them?
Yeah, I don't know. I am not benefiting from this. I'm going to be very open and honest about this. I don't think a single person has. I mean, I haven't really been promoting it, but yeah, not a single person has read the Velas that I still have up over there since this went into thing. But it's fine.
Today I've had 14 episodes read.
If you would like to read my dark supernatural romance series, Blinded Angels, it is available over on Kindle Vella.
I also have, in total this week, so the last 7 days, it's 44 episodes read. I'm up to 69 thumbs up.
Nice.
Nice.
I feel like I'm contractually obligated to say nice.
Right.
If I could do a Jace Maxwell impersonation, I would do it, but I can't, so I won't. Oh wow, that's a really, really long URL. Can I have a shorter one, please? I was going to share my Vela, and it gave me a super long.
Blended Angels?
Yeah. Oh well, I'll just put the whole thing in there because it's what it did.
All right, right there.
Yeah, even the share one is longer than
There you go.
normal. Did you already put it in?
Yes, right
Yeah,
there.
thank you. So if you want to check out my weird supernatural romance, it's there. I like it. The next 24 chapters are done. They just need to be edited and posted. And if I see a bunch of reads go in there, that will motivate me to get on doing that.
Oh, Eva said I had already read all of those before Free Day, so she already has them unlocked, so it wouldn't count.
I need to start posting again over there. I actually am working on a story that will be perfect for over there because it's very episodic. Like, I don't think there's anything I do to make it not episodic. So it's definitely going to go over there. Hello, Mr. P. How are you doing today? Apple cinnamon bread. Pumpkin spice bars. You're speaking my language here. So the hubby made pumpkin bread the other day and had the gall and indignity not to tell me when we had the last one, because he made them as little mini loaves so he could just give us a mini loaf each time, and had the gall and audacity not to tell me when we had the last one. So I spent all day yesterday looking forward to having pumpkin bread as
Oh
dessert,
man.
only to find out, oh, we had the last one yesterday. I'm like, you need to tell me these things. I literally spent
Tell us.
all day
Hmm.
dreaming of this luscious, wonderful pumpkin bread. And he's like, well, I have more stuff. I might make more tomorrow. I'm like, you might?
Or you're
will.
definitely going to.
You owe me now.
Random thing. Would you guys like to see why I specifically ordered my Arizona fruit punch from Walgreens versus not Meyer?
Yes.
Sure.
Well, I got a single bottle, because I ordered a bunch of things, and I was like, I'll get one that's cold so I can drink it right away.
I'm curious where this is going.
I bet they're like smaller or something.
Do moon puppers. Do moon puppers. Okay, so who has a sense of humor that can actually write the funny, that wants to do a collab with me called Do Moon Puppers?
It's twice the size.
Holy crap.
Oh wow.
Can I just say, I
I
like
can get at Meyer, but I can get this one at Walgreens.
the jug better because it usually fits in my fridge easier, and it's easier for me to hold on to if it has a handle.
Yeah.
And I really like Arizona fruit punch, so I got 3. Because that's all they had. I wanted 4.
My hands have a tendency to throw things. I need grips. I need something to hold on to.
But yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, it is.
CB, sweet CB with the 825 words.
Nice.
I'm going to run out of snaps. Didn't open your client work, but you did get some things on your list. Is that Sprint? That's awesome.
No.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, that makes me feel better because I'm a very slow reader. If you can't,
I mean, I'm
if you
probably
can't tell from my reading of the chat, I'm a very slow reader, and oddly enough, not when I'm reading a nonfiction book. But I think that's because most of the nonfiction books I read are very specifically laid out, so I know the schema of the information. It's easier for me to like absorb quickly. But
I'm a speed reader, that's for sure. Always have been.
yeah, when it comes to nonfiction books, I can go through like several a day. Fiction books take me forever. It's also why
I can just consume books like nothing.
When it run out, it says you're out. Want to wait till tomorrow or use your tokens?
But at least it's letting you know.
Oh, the like button also goes up when you hit those. Nice.
Yeah, we still get the likes. That's how I know my likes have definitely skyrocketed.
Yeah, no.
My friend's mom shared my Vela.
Oh,
Awesome.
I haven't talked to her in like 2-3 years. And she's just like, I'm so proud of you.
oh.
Well, I'm actually very close to finishing Super Secret Project number 4. So once that is done, you will be really sick and tired of hearing me talk about things. It's one of the reasons why I don't feel like doing a lot of publicity now, even though I probably should be, because it's like Super Secret Project 4 is almost done. It's really close to being done in a way that I'm not going to publicly humiliate myself with it, which is literally the bar I have now. Like, will this be a shame on me, shame on my family, and shame on my cow? Now the cow will be fine? Okay, we're good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. As long as the cow is fine. You wish you could choose to use more tokens on some. I can understand that. should be in what happens. Yeah. This is why I haven't, like, the reason I have the super secret projects is I feel like they're not going to work. So I don't want to talk about them until I have a finished super secret project. Because then I know the dumb things that I'm doing actually worked. And I think I'm feeling good about it. I think it's almost time to start making artwork and promotionals for some of this. So
Exciting.
I'm very excited. Some people actually know what super secret projects 1 through 4 are. So, and at least 2 of those people are on stream with me right now. They may
I
not
have no
remember.
idea what-
I actually
Yeah.
know what quite
I
a few
don't
of
know
your
what they
projects
are.
are. I just don't know what some of them are called. Like
Yeah.
in your super secret.
I might know them, but I don't know what
Like I said, you may not remember that you know, but I've actually told you in private
One of them I
conversation.
really want to happen, but it's a book one specifically. Like I want it, but you're not working on it.
You do, okay, Brian, every month or so, he's just like, are you about ready to start new projects? I'm like, well, I'm kind of working on this thing. What you got? And he just looks at me and goes, are you going to ever finish Far In? I'm like, nobody remembers Far In. Like, I remember. Like, it's not even in print anymore. He's like, it can be back in print. I'm just like, it could. Yes, it could. Are you ever going to finish it? Maybe. Maybe.
I'm talking about the mystery series one.
Oh, that is on the pile of things. I've actually gotten a little bit more. I have character names, and I have a rough plot outlined now. I know what the first mystery is. Just getting. I need to get my energy back so I can actually write. I have not written for most of this
Okay,
year.
I found out what my trigger was. It was financial independence. I wonder what yours is.
I think mine right now is not knowing what my life looks like.
True. Hopefully after tomorrow you'll
right now. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow, somewhere between tomorrow and Tuesday, everything should hopefully, or get even more chaotic. But there's a certain kind of chaos that if I can get it to that level of chaos, I will be psychotically productive. Because there's like a uncanny valley of chaos that I go through that if I'm on either side up here, it's
Glory
fine.
could not have this.
What?
It has
Glory
gums
should
in
not
it.
have that.
I like glanced down. I'm like, yeah, Glory can't have this.
It's probably got like all the things.
Well, specifically, it has gum in it,
Ah.
and Glory can't have like any gum. There's one type of gum she can have. Okay.
Alrighty, I'm going to try to get some more editing done on this thing so I can get it out into the universe.
I'm not going to do planner things for today and tomorrow. Well, tomorrow, exactly.
Did not get rid of the weird woof, so if your favorite was the weird woof, it is still there. I will say, though today has been better than yesterday for the tech gremlins, make sure you're saving your work, backing it up, not feeding all of them evil tech gremlins because they want your stuff and they will take it.
Did you notice, by the way, that so it says present still, but it no longer says present screen.
Yeah.
It says share screen now.
Yep.
My tweet works. Sort of.
When they did it, I wonder
They
what it
actually
messed up.
liked my tweet, so
Oh, they did?
yeah, I'm like, why did you like this? It was a negative thing.
Well, I mean, sometimes
That might be how their
companies will
system
like
flags.
something so that you know that somebody has seen it.
Yeah.
Also, that might be how their system flags it to put it into the system.
Mm. True.
Because
I just thought that was really funny. I'm like, you're liking this? Okay.
I've worked on some CMSs where you had to like things, and I'm just like, but why though? But why? CMSs, why are you so weird? Don't do that. All right. Save your stuff, back your stuff up, and remember, self-care is productivity for writers. So as I am continuing to work through my giant cup of water, which is now down to here. So
Woo.
progress has been made. I want my tea so bad. I'm just sitting here staring in the other room because it's ready. All I have to do is pour it. I just have to finish this water.
You can do it.
Take care of yourselves, people. We're going to get started on the sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And the purple one is off to the lead.
won. I won.
Woot woot. Me from the corner of my camera. I don't want to move the chair over. I got myself all comfy over here.
Yay, the gargoyle won.
Yay.
I was trying to kill a breath. It was a fight. It did not want to go. It was one of those annoying ones that I don't know why I did it, because I just took one shortly before, and I guess I was just so excited that I decided to do a in the middle of a, like, not a word, but in the middle of a phrase, and the noise reducers could not get rid of it. I'm just like, I need to cut you out. And it's like, no, you can't cut that out. I'm like, no, I'm cutting this out. You don't need to cut that out. It sounds like somebody stabbed me in the side while I'm saying this sentence, because apparently I was very excited about this sentence. No, this has got to go. Okay, fine. So finally I won. But yeah, I'm. Let's see. I have edited. Oh no.
Spence, I
Oh,
finished.
No. Okay. Well, I did finish all of segment 2, the second segment of the podcast, so that is done. So I did do that this sprint. I'm a minute and 15 into segment 3.
Nice.
Had a moment of I there's no way I only edited a minute and 15 of audio in 20 minutes. I'm like, no. But I'm being like really particular with this because for some reason doing violence to audio brings me joy. Like, no, I'm going to beat you into submission and make you sound good. Bam, 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 bam. So I'm letting myself do it. Like, do I need to remove all of the breaths? No. Is that a thing that has? No. But am I doing it? Yes, because for some reason it makes me happy to, at the end of the day, have this clean audio file. So how did everybody do?
My food arrived and I ate it.
Woo.
Spence gave you a yay cat.
Yes, now I have to edit it. But I just thought about it and it's over here. I'm like looking for my bullet journal that has my schedule for publishing it for Bella. And it's like, it's right next to me. That's the whole time.
Hello, Maggie, the Tom Waddle of the Stream Hoppers United. How are you doing today if you're still here and haven't hopped away yet? I know how stream hopping works.
I was working on, I was looking up movies coming out between now and the end of the year to see if there was anything that I would enjoy. There's one called Fable that looks pretty interesting. And then there was like another drama that I was like, I might actually, if that comes to the theater near me, I might actually go see that at the
Since
drive-in.
everything is based on something else, I immediately went, based on the game?
No, it's not based on the game at all. I looked because I love the game, so I was like.
Speaking of based on the game, did you all see the trailer for the Super Mario Brothers movie?
It's so bad. It's
what?
So bad. Wait, are you talking about the what? No, that's not the Super Mario game. The movie?
No, the movie.
Okay, I heard Chris Pratt's voice and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so bad.
Chris Pratt is very Chris Pratt, but Chris Pratt is always going to be Chris Pratt. I had prepared myself for that. But Jack Black's Bowser is the next stage in the evolution of Jack Black, because I expected Jack Black to be like, yeah, I'm Bowser, like to go like full Tenacious D on it. And no, he's like, I am like, oh, you chose to act in the Super Mario Brothers movie? What?
I didn't see that part, but I only saw a little clip of Chris Pratt speaking, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't handle this. This is terrible.
Oh, as soon as they announced Chris Pratt, I was like, Chris Pratt is going to Chris Pratt. Keenan, I can never remember his last name. Keenan Michael Key, isn't it? Keenan from Key and Peele. Anyway,
I don't know.
he voiced his Toad and was hilarious and made me laugh very, very hard. So I'm hoping that the surrounding cast, like the opening section with Bowser attacking the penguins from Super Mario, was that 64? or Super Mario World. Anyway, when he attacks the Penguin Kingdom, I laughed so hard. Like it made me giggle. Like Brian almost fell out of his chair laughing. If nothing else, like I'm not letting Chris Pratt take this away from me. Like I have decided.
I'm not invested enough that I am like I can skip this one
Look,
because
I lived through the fiasco of the first Super Mario Brothers movie with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo and whatever the hell they were doing with that. Like, why is it a cyberpunk space future movie with a gangster for a bad guy? That they call King Koopa, even though he's not. And why is Yoshi a velociraptor? I don't understand any of it. Why did you do this? Like, I lived through the disappointment of that movie. So one, there's the bar for them disappointing me is so low. So low. Like if you've not seen trailers for the Super Mario Brothers movie with Bob Hoskins, like don't watch the movie. Never watch the movie.
So I don't know if I've ever seen that movie, but for some reason, my mind erases any image I have ever seen, or like even like I know my stepdad owns it, but like it's erased from my brain. Like the box and everything is just erased from my brain. It just like
to try to justify them being able to jump, they give them these spring shoes that are the goofiest looking things that they forgot to actually make spring. So they're basically wearing magic platforms that make them jump better. That makes no sense. Like nothing in this movie. It is so bad. It is so bad. It is live action. The bar is so low. Like it's hard to explain how much Super Mario has meant to me over the years as a franchise that I've absolutely loved. This movie is so low, just so low. Like Chris Pratt being Chris Pratt, whatever. You're not Bob Hoskins explaining that his legal name is Mario to a police detective in New York, kind of maybe or something, because they didn't understand where the story takes place. Sorry, the original movie is so bad. It is hard to explain.
Along movies that are apparently coming out. Apparently, they're making a Blue Goes to the Big City Adventure. I'm like, this looks amazing. Actually, like I only saw a poster because it has the new Blue's Clues and then the new Not Steve. But then also, I don't know his name. I haven't had a reason to learn it. But then in the corner, they have the Steve and then the one who replaced him. That for some reason I'm blanking on his name.
My brother-in-law went to college with Steve. So I've heard college stories about Steve that I'm just like, I am never telling any of these publicly. Like, oh my God. Like, he's human. I'm just going to say that he's human. Like, they're not bad stories. Like, it's not like he's an awful person or anything. Like, nothing like that. It's just, you never really think about where children's entertainment people did in their past. Like, sometimes you find out and you're like, wow. And then she made lamb chop. But I've heard stories, so many stories, and I'm really concerned about the new Velma series that HBO Max is doing. Mainly because I know they did it to try to diffuse people being mad because she's an open lesbian and black in it, because they just decided to trigger everybody. And then she makes a bad joke about how they're adapting her favorite thing, but at least the main character's still white in the video. And I'm just like, I don't think this reads the way you mean it to. I have feels.
So random and off topic, but I just realized that I don't really like fall or Halloween that much, but the one thing that comes out every year is the song Halloweeny by Ash Nico, and so I'm waiting for this year's Halloweeny version to drop because she's up to like I think 4 right now. She's done it for the past 4 years. So I'm like, what's number 5 gonna be? Like, I'm so excited for it.
After every game movie, I have no
I
expectations.
really
The
like
best
the
game
Sonic
movie ever made is for a game that doesn't exist. And that's Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph is the best video game movie ever
Love
made.
Wreck-It Ralph.
And it's for a game that doesn't exist. This is the problem with video game movies. The best one, there is no game. And I'm still boggles my mind that they did not make a Wreck-It Ralph game for your phone. Like how that seems like it would be so easy
Yeah.
to program because you just have Ralph breaking the building and Felix using the hammer to make it all better. Like this doesn't seem like a very complicated game
Yeah.
to program as somebody who has programmed games. Like it's basically Rampage. Like just buy the rights to the code to Rampage and then reskin it. It's the same game. It's basically the same game except for you can actually fix the holes in the wall. Like this game has existed before, but there's not a game for it. But it's still the best of the video game movies. How is that?
I'm gonna wreck it.
I'm gonna wreck it. And I love Wreck-It Ralph so much. I really love the sequel for so many reasons.
I
that
have
can't
not
put
seen
into
the
words.
sequel actually.
I don't
Ralph
think
breaks-
I've seen the sequel yet, but I
Ralph-
loved the first one.
Ralph Breaks the Internet did things to my brain that I cannot put into words. I have an irrational. I cannot tell you if the movie is good. All I know is I turn it on, I start smiling, I smile to the end, and then I'm mad at the movie because my face hurts. It makes me irrationally happy. And that, yeah.
Okay. So one of the only things I like about Redbubble is if I did fan art, I could actually have fan art up there because apparently they now have a partnership with Netflix.
Nice.
So that means like Stranger Things
Yep.
fan art can now actually be.
You have to watch it though, because some of those have a limited number of artists that can do it.
Yeah.
Because I saw some of the fandom campaigns that they have, and I was like, "Ooh, I could definitely do fan art for that." And they're like, "We have all of the applicants that we're accepting right now." I'm like, "Why are you still listed? Take the listing down until you need more people." And the animation, like the lava falling into the ice in that opening sequence, CB, the lava falling into the ice in that opening sequence. Like, again, Chris Pratt's going to Chris Pratt. I already wrote Mario off. But Mario's not my favorite
It's
part.
going to sound amazing, but it's going to look amazing.
Okay, Mario has never been my favorite thing about the Mario franchise. Toad has always been my favorite character to play since Super Mario 2. Before that, I always tried to... I figured out the hack that let you play Luigi on the Nintendo system and always played as Luigi. I've never really had a thing for Mario himself. And I need to see the princess. I need to know how Peach... I need some like things about that. But I'm all in on Jack Black's Bowser. I'm so here for it. And I want to say Keegan-Michael Key. Toad was everything I wanted in Toad. Mario was Chris Pratt. I knew what I was getting into. The only movie I can think of where Chris Pratt was not Chris Pratt was the Jurassic World movies, where Chris Pratt tried really hard to be Harrison Ford. He didn't succeed at it, but he tried really hard to be Harrison Ford. Maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do that. The new one looks really good. I have not seen either of the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. I will say though, because of the Chippendales Rescue Rangers movie, which I hate that I loved, Ugly Sonic is my hero, and I need an Ugly Sonic spinoff series. I have never wanted something cartoon related more than an Ugly Sonic series. I hate that. I love that movie. That movie was trash. There's nothing good about this movie. Please do not take this as an endorsement of that movie being good. It is not good in any way, shape, or form. It is entertaining. It is a beautiful tire fire that's just far enough away your eyes don't burn and you don't choke from the fumes, but you get to watch all the purty flames dancing in the distance. And it's purty. It's fun. Well, I gotta be sure to be clear about that because it's not a good movie. Does anyone know if Luigi is going? Yes. Yes, Luigi.
It's pretty bad if he's not.
There is a at the very end of the Nintendo version of the trailer, which I've seen some other people put up. There's a moment where a bunch of skeletal Koopas chase Luigi into Luigi's mansion. So I can't wait to see what that's about. We do not hear Luigi talk, though, and I cannot remember who's doing the voice of Luigi. But we do see Luigi get chased into Luigi's mansion. So there will definitely be... I don't know if Yoshi's going to be in it or not.
Early day.
I do not know if Yoshi's going to be in it. I hope so. Yoshi or Luigi are your favorites. Man, Toad, I don't know what it is about Toad. I don't know what it is about Toad. Toad is my hero. Like, I love Toad in the original game where you're like, we fought our way in here. And it's just Toad sitting there going, you're in the wrong castle. And I'm just like, really? You just like hung out in here to let us know that? Like, there was a dragon outside the room. Why are you just hanging out in here to let, like, you're secretly badass, aren't you? Like, you could have told me before. You're just like, I want to see a piece of ice. Oh, you did. You're in the wrong place. Bye. Like, just, I don't know. There's something about that is so unintentionally snarky that I fell in love with Toad from the first movies, from the first games. When I got to play him in Super Mario 2 for the first time, I was like, yes. And then ongoing forward. And in Super Mario 2, Mario was the worst character to play because Luigi's long jump was great. And Princess Peach could float. She just kind of poofed out her poof skirt and floated on the air. It was great.
Literally the worst character in Mario stuff is Mario.
Yes. Again, why I don't care that they cast Chris Pratt. It kind of makes sense. Who should be the worst actor cast for a Mario movie? Mario. Like, it just, that's the way it should be. That's why the original movie didn't work, because Bob Hoskins is a good actor. So they cast a good actor to play Mario, and all of a sudden, everything fell apart. It's just the way of things. Though, I just, that opening sequence with Bowser. Oh, that opening sequence with Bowser. I understand your reasons. I have to say, I'm on the same side as Vera from the channel Council of Geeks, who just put up a video titled "Is Chris Pratt the worst Chris?" And the answer is yes with an asterisk, but I really don't care. Leave the kid alone. Like, the things that he's been accused from is like, it's so sketchy. Like, it's so sketchy. Like, the evidence is so sketchy. Wait till there's evidence, then pounce. Like, save your ammunition. We might need it later. That's kind of where I am for Chris Pratt. Like, it's just wait. Just, I don't think we're there yet. I don't know if Daisy's going to be in it at all.
My immediate, come on.
In popular opinion, Toad has had the most changes. Yes. Toad is a completely different character. My biggest concern with this movie is that that the mushroom people were going to be turned into minions, and that Toad was just going to be a minion. And I did not want that because it's Illumination, and I could see them like turning all of the inhabitants of the Mushroom Kingdom into the new minions. And I did not want that. And at least with their portrayal of Toad, they have not done that. Yes. I'm just saying, if you like Chris Hemsworth and you want to see him try to be smart, if you've not checked out the Nat Geo special that he did, Chris Hemsworth Surfs with Sharks. I think that's actually the name of it, is Chris Hemsworth Surfs with Sharks. Or it's Surfing with Sharks with Chris Hemsworth, or some combination of those words. It is hilarious because it's Chris Hemsworth trying to escape his himbo-ness while being the world's ultimate himbo. Like, I'm doing a nature documentary. Surfing's cool. Like, it's just, he can't help himself, and it's adorable, and I love it. And like a lot of it is him in a wetsuit, and I'm fine with that. Or him like topless, which again, fine with that. Like, yeah. And then they make him touch a shark, and he freaks out, and it's great. It's just, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. A little bit of fear in Chris Hemsworth's eyes. So good. I think that depends on how you classify a villain. Because while he is not technically a villain, in Back to School, he kind of was the sub-antagonist for part of it. Because he was the guy that was distracting the son from following his dreams because he was too much of a mod. One of my favorite parts that Robert Downey Jr. ever had. And I'll say that, I don't know. I think you could make an argument maybe for some characters, but I don't think so. What is this with y'all thinking we have topics? I tried topics. It didn't work.
We like to veer off them. That's why.
Royalties earned or copy sold? Royalties earned, copy sold.
I would do it off of copies sold because your royalties will vary. No matter what Amazon tells you, your royalties will vary. If your book is available in multiple countries, remember that you will get a conversion rate based off of whatever you set for the price of your book. And as somebody who, for some reason, sells most of their books in England and France, again, I do not understand this, but is my analytics. Also, most of my podcast listeners are in France. I still don't understand that, and the majority of, and the plurality, it's not a majority, but the plurality of them are now on Amazon Music. 23% of my listeners are on Amazon Music now, and I don't understand that either. Because who uses Amazon Music? Anyway.
I don't know.
I did because I had Prime Music through it, so I was still able to listen to music without commercials.
I still don't know who listens to their podcast there, but it is.
I also did that for a little bit because I didn't.
Are you all 23%? Like, I don't think you could make up enough listens.
No, I don't think I could. I'd have to listen on every single device simultaneously.
Yeah, but anyway, you're going to get the rate that you're going to get per book sold is going to vary, is basically what I'm saying. And also depending on how the exchange rate is on the currencies. So since hopefully you will be selling internationally, which is the dream, making it off of dollar amount may get weird especially if you accidentally set a price wrong and you didn't understand how rupees work. And you sell a bunch of copies in India. And then you're like, what are these pennies? I do not understand. And then you're like, oh, I completely misunderstood how rupees work. It was a long time ago, in my defense. I was younger and even more dumb. But yeah, I would do it off of numbers sold.
So, Carrie, here's a thought. Have a velo system and a non-velo system.
Yeah, that would be a good way to do things. Because of the way international monetary policy works, which is something you should not have to think of when you're looking at what is my paycheck going to look like. But given the world we live in, is a thing. Because just because you've made so many euros, that doesn't actually mean how much money you make until the day they deposit it and it gets converted from euros to dollars into your account. Also, make sure you have filed all the paperwork with Amazon and whoever else you're selling books with so that they can do that, because there's usually an additional form that they require to do to deposit from international currencies and to put it into US dollars. I did not know that initially, and this was a while back. And I got yelled at by my bank because they're like, "Why are people uh, putting Deutschmarks?" No, yeah, it was Deutschmarks. No, it was euros by then. Why are people putting euros in your bank account? And I was like, "Oh, because usually they convert it first and then send the dollars over." Alrighty, enough weird monetary stuff. Let's do a sprint. All right, let's get started. I'm just no preamble. Let's get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's the devil. Lucy won.
Mine just semi-high pitched Lucy.
I was working.
Killer words. Hi.
Hello.
Continue. Sorry.
I was working on my my novel, and I'm stuck at a point where something happens, and she has to decide who to entrust with the stuff that she has discovered.
Ah.
And I'm having a difficulty deciding who exactly she will trust, if she trusts anyone.
So I feel like I should give the warning. I don't know if you can hear me or not, and we'll find out in a moment. But during that sprint, he was in the kitchen, dancing and singing along to Rihanna's "Bitch Better Have My Money." So we may get a sideshow. All I'm saying is, if he starts doing that again, I will risk the copyright strike and turn the camera around. Hopefully, he behaves, or I'm going to get a good short for later. What?
What?
Nothing. You are the doctor. That's not what I was talking about. It's fine. Do your dishes. Have you fun. Yeah. Keep dancing to that music. Don't forget to sing along. What? I know. We'll see if you can keep up with that. All right. How did everybody do?
I recorded a video actually, and then I ended up clicking through my phone and be like, what videos do I have in here? I'm like, damn, I actually recorded a lot of vlogs I never posted because I didn't feel like editing them.
That's a mood.
But like, because there's so many on my old phone, I have to delete them because I ran out of time. Because it's like you have so much time left because there's so many videos. It's like, this is how much space you have. Use it wisely. And the one video I did, I'm like, there's probably like 20 seconds left of video footage allowed.
So, CB, I just feel like I need to say, nobody knows anything about finance.
That's true.
There's a lot of people that say very fancy, pretty words, and then they're constantly wrong. Economics is not a science. It's not even an art. It is a form of divination that people do with spreadsheets, and then they think that they're more special than people like me who use tarot cards. Like, there have been studies that have shown that basing investments off of weird things to do with astrology is almost as accurate as listening to experts. Go away. I don't know what web result. Actually, I should have told her to send them to my phone. I kind of want to know what web results she found for what we were talking about. But don't stress not understanding financial stuff. No one does.
No one knows the money. No one.
It's because they all make one super dumb mistake, and they believe that people are rational actors. Have you met people? Like, if you ever needed proof that economists never go outside, there's your proof that economists never go outside. I think so. I was just saying, I've gotten them before for things that happened on stream, and just deleted the stream, the archive of the stream, and it was fine. They took it off. So I'm not worried about it. I'm just kind of hoping, because if he does, I can at least make a clip out of it and put the actual song using their thing underneath it, and just it'll be nice. It'll be fun. I will enjoy that. Math is a thing, and there's a reason we have calculators and robots.
And my dad is a walking, talking calculator. He can do some long equations in his head, and it's like, how?
I used to be able to do that. Long story.
So much better.
Fell down a rabbit hole about Oklahoma Panhandle is not Texas. But it should be. See, I think the problem is last time we annexed Texas, we didn't break them up enough. Because if they want to go again, I mean, I just think we need to sign a deal with them, because I know they've been talking about, breaking away from the union again, because they do that every now and then. I'm just signing a thing going, okay, but if you come back, you're going to be divided up into 7 states, and all of them are going to be named some version of New York and New Hampshire and California. All of them. So we're going to have New California. We're going to have New York, New Massachusetts, because they always come crying back. Because they always say, don't mess with Texas. But then Texas makes a mess and goes, please save me. And that's Texas history. I know. I lived there. I had to sit through the classes. They're boring. And somehow they don't see that the moral of the story is, and then we got rescued when we begged the United States to annex us again. That doesn't make you the badass in this story, right? Right? So we got damseled and started crying out, help me, help me. And that's why I'm a badass. I don't think you understand how history works.
Aww. I just read Spence's message.
Wait, where's Spence? Hit with a big bag. Oh,
I also discovered that top still fits in her shirt.
I hate the big bag of sad.
Yeah.
It needs to go away. It just needs to go away. I lived in Texas for a while, and I have to say, I have one very happy memory of Texas, which should not be a happy memory, but luckily it is, so it's not trauma. And that's when I went flying in a hurricane. And I thought I had superpowers. And I have such happy memories of flying and grabbing onto trees and being like, yay! And the jumping to see if I can make it to the next tree. I also have memories of being hit by my mother a lot when she found me, because she did not think it was funny that I was playing in the hurricane winds. And fair enough. Like, I'm not saying you should hit your kids, but I deserved that whooping. Like, I deserved that whooping. Yeah.
That time you did deserve it.
Yeah, that time I definitely deserved the whooping. Like, wait, what? The winds are so strong they could pick up small children. Out the door I go. Like, yes, I deserved that whooping. I earned it. But I have memories of flying, like human being flying, so like without a plane, without just jumping into the air and going, whee! Like,
I fly!
I'm flying. So, and to me, the sad thing is my friend at the time did not get a whooping. His parents were like, how far did you go, boy? So, like, it wasn't entirely fair. But yeah, we there were 2 of us. If you just imagine 2 young kids, whee! Flying from tree to tree in the middle of a hurricane. Yeah, it was. Don't try this at home. I'm not endorsing this, but I have happy memories. This is why there will never be a movie made out of my life unless it's animated. It's the only way people will accept it. Is they'll go, I guess parts of this are just made up because animation. Yeah. Tater and Tot are so cute. Sprint task. I mean, you're not wrong. Ooh, that's exciting. Alrighty, what is the...
I was taught not to be annoying in the car when we've been in a car for 6 hours. And there's 3 children in the back seat. Dad does not like that. The one and only time I was spanked.
Oh, I was spanked a lot. Some of which, like with the hurricane thing, I really earned, and others.
So the paddle had your name written on it every time you were spanked. You had to write your name down and then get your ass whooped.
My family used belts, switches. Like
those happened to my dad, so I was like, we're just gonna stick with this one item.
If you ever need help describing somebody on their way to the gallows, I will explain to you what it felt like anytime I heard my great grandmother say, "Go get a switch," because I'm pretty sure she was not nice about it. Like she,
Apparently, my grandma told my dad one time, "Go get me something like a stick to beat you with." So my dad brought a log back and threw it at her. And he's like, "Beat me with that."
If I had done that to my great grandmother, she would have picked it up and thrown it at me.
I don't remember what she did to him.
Like my granny.
That was the last time he got it.
My granny was Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies. If you need to get like almost visually, like her face was a little bit fuller, but very similar way of talking, very similar attitude. Like I could tell you stories about her that would raise your hair. Like she, oh my. Like I think I've told the story about the bull. If I haven't, remind me on Sunday Fun Day, and I'll tell you the story about how my grandmother took care of a bull with a can of rocks. She was far. Like she and I don't mean that like the kids say that. I mean that like she was living embodiment of hellfire. Because you have to say it like that, because if you don't, the fire will get you. There are certain things to this day that like I turn the lights off when we're having a bad thunderstorm because you don't tempt Jesus, he might strike you dead. Because I can hear her voice in the back of my head still, and I'm terrified and don't want her spirit coming and whipping me again. So I still turn the lights out. That woman put fear in me. Fear to this day. So, I don't know how we did the efficiencies today. Maybe because I wanted to be working. But we actually have time for one more sprint. That's 4 sprints in one stream. That's crazy for me. We usually average 1 an hour because I can't shut up. I mean, other people talk too, but I'll be honest. I
only ever got in trouble when my sisters were involved.
I almost always got in trouble when my siblings were involved because they knew how to escape before mom and dad found us. I did not.
Oh, no, we were all caught together.
Oh, we never got caught together. I was always the one that got caught, and I was the one that got in trouble. But I also learned that snitches get stitches, and so I never told on them. Which is why they liked and tolerated me, except for my brother.
They didn't like what I did if they got me in trouble. My sister at one point used me as an attack child. She didn't like it when it was turned on her.
So I just looked at my Twitter, and the people who published my piece, they liked my tweet about Pride and Prejudice. I'm like, wow, they're actually like paying attention to the things I say on my Twitter. Like,
I told you, you're finding a niche.
I apparently am. I take that as a sign that I should like come up with some more
Dang it, he got away
and stuff.
He saw what I was doing. I see you in there. I'm gonna just learn to be stealthy. I'm gonna sneak out of here. Get the camera that connects by a wire so I don't have to pick the whole laptop up and can be more quiet. Anywho, let's do another sprint before Brian drives me crazy with his dancing. Alrighty. Hopefully I will get some more editing done on this episode of the podcast. Remember, self-care is productivity for writers. If you need to just take a chill for a minute, that is perfectly okay. We are going to get started on the sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go!
Frankie won! Woo!
Go Laura, you're not even here, but go Laura.
Go, Laura!
We know who picks what.
So I finished another segment of the podcast, which makes me happy. I am being way too thorough with this. There are only 2 more to go. And yes, I know I don't have to be this thorough with it, but it's making me happy. So I'm letting myself be this thorough with it. Usually it would not take this long to edit down a 25-minute podcast into something good. It usually doesn't, but I'm being very nitpicky. Very, very nitpicky. Can. I don't know why it makes me happy, but it does. How did everybody else do?
Pretty good. I took the dogs out, fed them, and so now they are satisfied and quiet for at least a few minutes.
I'm working on my goal on 50 goals. In which you
Nice.
guys are included in my goals. I would like to meet you one day in person.
Yes, that's on my bucket list.
Hopefully we'll be able to actually do the retreat at some point.
Yes.
And it's
once I get a job, I'm saving up money.
Hello, Bonnie.
You're saving the money for a lot of things.
Yeah, I know.
So many things.
I'm going to be saving like all my money and not spending any of it.
I also have in here open a
for
cafe.
years.
And of course, there's the Laura takes Glory and I to Disneyland trip that happened as well.
Hi, Nia.
Hi, Nia.
So my groceries are on the way.
Yay.
So there's no threat of a dancing Brian. He has gone into the next room to do things. Though I have tricked him into getting more efficient with things because I didn't realize it was today, but Werewolf by Night is out. So I want to see Werewolf by Night and kind of wonder if there's going to be a Moon Knight cameo in it. Because if you don't know, Moon Knight is probably my favorite DC comic book character. I really like Moon Knight. I love the Moon Knight stories. I was very excited that they made a live action version. I enjoyed the live action version, but Moon Knight actually started as a villain in the Werewolf by Night series.
Oh.
That they completely retconned when they realized that Moon Knight was popular. And so the first 3 issues of the Moon Knight solo comic is a retcon of the events of his appearances in Werewolf by Night, where he gets tricked into thinking that the werewolf is a bad guy and goes back to save him. Because he's not technically a bad guy, in the most technical sense, he is not a bad guy. Technically. So I'm wondering if Oscar Isaac is going to make a surprise appearance at some point in it. And I've already seen 3 spoiler videos go up, which is how I knew that it was out. Because I was like, why are there all these Werewolf by Night spoiler videos? Did they come out today? So, honk honk. So I know what we are doing this evening. Let's see. Ooh, got through a chapter. That's good.
Technically, meeting each of you would be 1 goal each, but I actually put it in a paragraph form. I was like, so it's only covering 1, 2, 3, 4 lines.
You're supposed to be doing things. Stop raising the roof out of the bathroom door.
Do the things.
Oh, he's gonna break me. I'm gonna shatter into. I will turn the mic around so they can hear you singing. Oh my! The energy in the house is. So the chaos when Matt Smith's doctor showed up and was running around eating fish fingers dipped in pudding. Yeah, and custard. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling right now. Like, I need to get him.
The parents are coming.
I need to get him quickly shuffled into a game so that this energy can not be problematically aimed at me.
I didn't even know there was a road there.
Shaving everything.
Yes, I know. You're just shaving everything because I understand this. we have 3 cats and 1 dog, and it is hair transition season again. And there's nothing we can do to keep the floors clean. So he's basically shaving all of the rooms. And I don't know where all this hair is coming from, because I know we have thrown away at least 4 dogs and 2 cats worth of hair. And we have 1 cat. I'm sorry, 1 dog and 3 cats.
I was like, where'd your other
Yeah.
cats go?
I'm just like, I don't know where all this hair is coming from. That's the moral of the story. I don't know where all this hair is coming from. Like, I will clean the floor and turn around, and there will be like cat-sized piles of hair that have spontaneously generated from nowhere. And I'm just like, is your hair tribbles? Are your hair tribbles? Like, do you just like shed some hair and it goes, yay, we're free? It just starts spreading. Like, you're not big cats. Where is all this hair coming from? So I really feel sorry for him, because by tonight, all the hair will be back. But
He's gonna have to do it again in the morning.
yeah, like
1 hour
is what it
before they
is.
arrive.
Ooh, snacks. Ooh, potato waffles. That sounds yummy. We had
So,
gochujang soy steak last night. It was so
Ooh.
good. It was on a barley salad, and those flavors went together so well. So well. Oh, anyway, you were saying?
so we're having soup for dinner tonight, and the boyfriend's like, "Well, what else are we having? Because I can't just eat just soup. That won't fill me up." And so
Bread.
he's
Duh.
he's getting from Olive Garden their fried mozzarella appetizer and a tiramisu for dessert.
I mean, depending on what kind of soup, there's a lot of things that grilled cheese go really well with.
It's going to be a butternut squash soup.
Grilled cheese might actually go really well with that, depending on how it's seasoned.
Yeah.
It is one of, I know I'm a child in an ancient body, but it's my favorite soup dipper.
Hmm.
And no, I don't do it that often, because I am an old. Alrighty, we are past time. Yes, no, maybe. I think so.
By like 16 seconds.
Yes, we are past time. I can't. My eyes have decided to rebel against me. One of the reasons why I'm doing audio today is I'm like, read things, and they're like, no. But I have stuff that I need to do to get ready for tomorrow. No. So, joy. Okay, so as far as this weekend goes, I have absolutely nothing planned, and probably will not be around. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to be at Sunday Fun Day. It depends on what's going on with the in-laws. May show up later. Probably will show up later, just because they are early birds. So they will probably, unless his dad decides to come over and have a philosophy chat. His father will fight sleep for his philosophy chats. And I don't know if he's read any books lately. And dear God, I hope you didn't hear me talking about my beloved Begin, because I really don't want to have to discuss unfaith with him. But who knows? That might happen. So I don't know if we're going to have a philosophy chat night. If so, I will not be at Sunday Fun Day. Just know I'm having a philosophy chat with somebody who's basically just like baiting me to see what I say next. It's his favorite entertainment. I don't begrudge him for it. It's our bonding. But we should probably be there just maybe a little late. And then I will not be on Glory's Thing Monday, because I have actual work stuff that I have to do that's right at that time. So my life is changing. Does anybody have anything that they would like to say before we run? Yes, save alert.
Yes.
Plan with me stream on Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern.
If you haven't checked out the We Will Not Go Back feminist anthology, I believe the link is down below to my channel, and you can find it there. It is fantastic. I have watched all of them. They are just they're perfect. Perfecto. Highly recommend. 5 out of 5 stars.
Alrighty, I think that's it. Have a good week, y'all. Hope your Preptober is going well, and you don't have the gremlins that I know I'm going to have, because I've already decided. Like, I have been so adamant that I'm not doing Nano this year.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get an idea.
I made the mistake. I was very adamant about how I am not doing Nano this year. So I wonder what the new book's going to be about. Have the fun, y'all. See you next time. Bye.